What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. I am Ken. Today, guys, I just wanted to give you an update on this whole Zavvi Steelbook situation that's been going on. I've been getting a lot of questions about this in terms of Zavvi not selling their Steelbooks outside of the UK anymore. Because I know a lot of collectors, a lot of big time collectors that love these Zavvi Steelbooks, and a lot of people want to know what's going on. So first things first, before I get into everything, I want you to know right off the top, if you live in the UK, you are not affected by this whatsoever. This is not going to affect you at all in your Steelbook purchasing. You can still order the Steelbooks like normal. They're not running out. They're not sold out. You can get on there right now. You can pre-order, the Back to the Future Steelbooks, the Batman Forever, Batman and Robin. All that stuff is still available to you. But everybody else outside of the UK, specifically the US, because that's where I live. So I'm speaking from the perspective of the US. I'm not sure if did Zavvi always sell to, I'm pretty sure they sold to Canada and outside of the US as well. I'm pretty sure they sold to worldwide their steelbooks, but you are no longer able, at least as of right now, and we'll get into that here in a second with this, Reddit forum, post, but at least as of right now, you are not able to order Steelbooks outside of the UK. But look, let's get into reading this. But before we do that, guys, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We talk about physical media on this channel every single day. So if you like that kind of stuff, hit the subscribe button. Also hit the like button and then comment down below your thoughts on this whole situation. Okay, let me make this a little bit bigger. And let me read this Reddit post that was put up, I think, a couple of days ago. And this was put up by Mod of Steel. So this has been, shared all over social media over the past couple of days. So I'm assuming that this is pretty reliable, and I'm going to show you some examples of what's going on the actual Zavvi website as well. And it looks as what they're saying. It looks to be. I'm sorry, guys. It looks to be what they're saying is true based on what I actually tried to purchase myself. But Zavvi UK will no longer be shipping the vast majority of its steelbooks outside of the UK for the foreseeable future. Some changes were made over the last few days, completely removing movie sections from many of the site settings, but seems today they finally finished the transition and not only blocked the movie sections from most site settings, but also blocked all Zavvi exclusive and UK only steals from shipping to any address outside of the UK. Once you reach checkout in the UK on the UK site setting, where most of the steelbooks are now, if you are on, I did discover this as well when I was looking. If you're on the US Zavvi, like if you can change between UK, US, or I think some other regions as well. But if you change it to US, it'll show all the steelbooks, but they're all shown as being sold out. So, but most of the time, if you're on the Zavvi site, you're on the UK because that's where all the exclusive steelbooks are. But once you reach checkout in UK settings, where most of the steelbooks are, you are only allowed to enter UK addresses to continue the process. On the US site setting, you can see a very small handful of steelbooks. Most of those are out of stock that were available here in the US anyway. That also aren't Zavvi exclusive. We're not sure what future plans are, but for now, it seems many of these steelbooks will no longer be available to collectors outside of the UK, similar to the way HMV runs. Yeah, because HMV does not ship outside the UK either. I'll be sure to update this post with any new information. So, like I said, there's some kind of not really new information, but there's some comments on this post that I'll get to here in a second. But just to give you an example of the kind of steel books and stuff that Zavvi sells, that I'm sure that you've seen, other collectors show off, or you've just seen show up, on various social media accounts. Let me show the Zavvi UK site. So we have all of these beautiful, Mondo, Marvel steel books. You got Ant-Man and the Wasp. You got the Iron Man steel book right there. You got Thor Ragnarok. So all these Marvel Mondo steel books you're not able to get right now if you live outside the UK. You have the Hot Fuzz steel book. You have the Man Who Fell to Earth steel book. Knock at the Cabin. I'm pretty sure Best Buy is going to be doing the same artwork, but the Knock at the Cabin Zavvi exclusive that was just announced that is not available for pre-order in the US. Reservoir Dogs 4K. That one's in the US. All these, are available, I believe, at Best Buy, Rebel Without a Cause, Maltese Falcon, G.I. Joe. But these Back to the Future steelbooks, which I did an entire video on, are exclusive to Zavvi. They're Zavvi exclusives. You are not able, if you live outside the US, you're not able to pre-order or purchase these now. So I actually think they're available now. And I know somebody that did purchase these. We talked about it last night on the roundtable, Tony with Basement Blues. He got one of these in so far. He got the Back to the Future one, but the other two were not available yet. So he has not received 2 and 3 yet. So then the question becomes, if you have already pre-ordered these Steelbooks in the past, are you still not going to get them? I would say, going by what's happening right now on Zavvi, they're having a mailing service issue. So I don't think that the pre-order, who pre-ordered what and when, I don't think any of that stuff matters. You're not going to get these Steelbooks until they are able to start shipping to the US again, which I think that they will be at some point. So if you pre-ordered this stuff, guys, I don't know if you want to cancel it or not. You may want to wait this thing out, but you're not going to get them until this whole like US, outside of the UK ban has lifted. So I will say that if you already pre-ordered and you have not got your stuff in yet, you're not going to get it until this whole ban is lifted. So yeah, the Back to the Future Steelbooks are affected. The Batman and Robin, Batman Forever Steelbooks that I just announced a couple of weeks ago, I did a video on those. Those are not available in the US right now, guys. You can't pre-order those. It doesn't even give you the option to pre-order these at this point. This Training Day Steelbook you can't pre-order. The Wakanda Forever, Mask of Zorro, Batman and Robin I already talked about. But yeah, all these exclusive to you got a Carry Steelbook right here. All of these exclusive to Zavvi Steelbooks, you are not going to be able to get. This Halloween Ends Steelbook is a Zavvi exclusive. You cannot get that one as well. You got the Woman King up there. You got Captain Marvel, another Mondo. So yeah, all these Steelbooks exclusive to Zavvi, you can no longer get on this site. So let me show you an example of what happens when you go to checkout here, just so I can show you how legit this is. So I'm in the checkout. I got the Back to the Future Steelbook. I got the Batman Forever 4K Steelbook in my cart. I'm going to check out. I'm going to sign in with my email and continue as guest. And when I go to the next screen, when it has me type in my address, my name, and my zip code, it only gives me the option to put in the United Kingdom as my country and region. I cannot put in US. You cannot put in anything else. It doesn't give you that option. It has that little red circle with the dash in the middle right there. So I cannot pre-order these. I cannot order these even if I wanted to. Even if you want to wait it out, you still cannot pre-order these Batman Forever 4K Ultra HD Ultimate Collector's Edition. So I'm assuming at this point, I don't know if they're going to cancel it or not. If you already pre-ordered, they might keep it in there for a little bit. Now, if this ends up being long-term, they might cancel, or I'm assuming that you will have the option to cancel as well if you want to do that. But let's go back into this forum real quick because there was some interesting stuff in the comment section that I want to address. So yeah, you got some people that are very upset. I understand this, guys. There's a lot of big Steelbook collectors out there that rely on these Zavvi Steelbooks because, to be honest, like some of the artwork on these Steelbooks are better than the ones we get in the US sometimes, especially with those Marvel Steelbooks. But let's see. This guy right here, just in case 96 said, the guys from Collectors Junkies, which I'm not familiar with, a German collectors information site, got in contact with Zavvi's support about this issue, and they answered the current situation will last until March or April, and they will continue with their usual business after that. So going off of this, and again, I don't know how legit this is. This whole situation will last until March or April. So if you have the pre-orders in for the Back to the Future, you may not want to cancel until you get to March or April, or maybe even May, and just see if the situation resolves itself, because you don't want to cancel and then not be able to pre-order these again when they come back into stock. Maybe they'll sell out or something like that. So I would advise, if you already have the pre-order in for Batman Forever, Batman and Robin, that you wait it out till at least March or April, see if this thing gets resolved, see if their mailing service issues get resolved. So yeah, we could only be looking at a couple of months here, which is definitely a relief. I honestly, like, I don't order a lot of Zavvi stuff myself, so this doesn't really affect me all that much. But I was honestly kind of looking forward to ordering the Batman Forever Steelbook. I hadn't pre-ordered it yet, but I was gonna go ahead and get that one. So I am a little disappointed by this, whole thing that's going on. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to update you real quick on this. I tried to give you all as much information as I possibly can. And again, I was getting a lot of questions, a lot of comments, and a lot of concerns about this whole Zavvi Steelbook situation. So I appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Also like this video and comment down below what you think about this whole situation. And I'll see you guys later.